Hi, I could not be at the meeting today, so I decided to do a short video about the changes I'd like to make to our GitHub so that it's easier for users to create an issue, but also easier for us to maintain them. So let's get to it. So right now, when user is trying to create an issue, there are two possible templates, and I thought that it would be nice to have some more. So there is a PR 2664 that adds 4 new templates. You can see that basically it's adding some predefined title and labels so that it's easier for us to see what's going on and to classify them. I'm not sure how to test it properly on GitHub, so I decided to create a simple fork with those changes where you can see how it would look like. So when you create an issue in that fork, you can see that there are 6 templates right now. There is a bug report, doc issue, feature request, and the general issue template, which is basically a blank issue with some comments and labels. So let's go through them quickly. So in the bug report, there is a bug prefix, there is a bug label already. There's some message to the user, and also some information that I think it would be good to have for any bug report. And I think if we include them here, there will be probably many less iterations, and that could possibly lead to a faster resolution time. So users should point us to the area of the repository where the error, the bug is located. So let's say a Python client, or maybe it's both in Python and Airflow integration. We can ask for an open lineage version. For any other versions like Python, Airflow, Scala, whatever. We can ask about how the environment is configured. We can ask about any deployment details. So if somebody is using like Astronomer, or maybe they run Spark with Dataprog, they can provide that information here and also provide us with the version. And then it's a pretty common pattern. So basically what happened, what do you think should happen instead, how we can reproduce it. I even made it required because I believe it's crucial for us to be able to reproduce the error. Yeah, and the rest is pretty much common. Then the doc issue, it's pretty similar to the general issue template. It has a prefix, a label, some comment for the user, and then it's just a blank template. The same with general. It just don't have any prefix or label, but it has the comment. When you go to feature request, it's, I think, a pretty common pattern as well. So there's a label, there is a prefix here, there is a why question, there is a how question, and any related issue field, just to make the user check if there are already some issues related to it, so we can avoid duplicates. And those two I left pretty much unchanged. So that would be it for the new templates. And you could probably notice that all templates, maybe I'll have to check again. I added a new needs triage label, which is just a marker for us that this was just created and didn't have any attention from the committer yet. So whenever we see this label, we know that we need to look into it and assign proper labels to it just to classify the issue. So let's say we see a needs triage label here. Like, oh, okay, Kacper is trying to add something to the Python client. So we remove the needs triage, we add the client Python, label, an enhancement label, and now we know that we know what this issue is about. So that's for the new issue templates and labels. And also when going through labels, I found out that there are some maybe outdated, maybe less used, but basically I think we could apply some organization here. So I also created an issue where I described that I would like to organize those labels, refresh them just so that they're more up to date and they do their job. So basically that we can manage all the issues easier. So there is a spreadsheet with all the current labels, with the count of the issue assigned, and there is my proposal on what we can do about it. So basically, we should remove some, rename most of it, just so that we can apply some kind of pattern. So basically, labels after the change could tell us what area of repository and the issue or the PR is about, what kind it is. So is it a bug or is it just a issue for the discussion? Is it a proposal or whatever? What language it uses. I believe it would be a less used one, but still nice to have. If there's some priority, we can also use label for it. We can also signify the state that the issue is in. So the needs triage one is the first one that the issue will get, but then we can go to want fix, duplicate block, or whatever else we think about. This sheet is open for everybody. The link is here in the issue 2666. So if you'd like to leave a comment and maybe you have a better idea on how to do it, or maybe you want to add some more labels or remove some, please let me know. Any input here is valuable. So what next after those two changes? I think we could talk about naming convention for issues and pull requests, because if we have a good labels, then we probably can remove some of the markers we are using right now, like feature, Spark, Airflow, etc. Then maybe we can think about reviving milestones so that we can see easily where the code, where a given change will end up or has ended up. For example, I could see that, okay, this PR is probably going to be released in 1.14, or maybe if I go through some old changes and wanted to see where the dbt Dremio integration is, I know that there's a like 1.14 milestone, so I need to install at least 1.14 to use it. And another thing I thought about is maybe reviving projects. So it's basically here, GitHub projects, OpenInit project, and it shows us the milestones, but also what's in progress, what's to do, and who's taking care of it. So it can give us a better understanding on what's actually happening in the project, who's working on what currently. And yeah, I think if this knowledge is easier to, if it's easier to access, then we can all profit. Maybe we can help each other. We can see what's going on, and yeah, I think it can be helpful. But that's for the future. For now, there's PR for the new issue templates, and there is an issue for some label changes. So please leave some feedback if you like, and thank you.